Street in Baldwinsville, New York. We are here every single month with the Bees, but tonight we make history on top of history, and that is the Baldwinsville Bees are in their first ever girls flag football season. Give a round of applause for that. And not only are they in their first season, but they do what they do in Beeville. They won a championship. So show them some love on that too. I think I said championship. I think we can get louder, can't we? A championship?
That's right.
So we're going to be talking with the captains, and of course, Coach will be with us as well. I have Madayia Simons here with me, and very happy to have Aubrey Rizzo as well. So, ladies, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. Madayia, for you, what does it mean? I mean, this is history in the making. There's never going to be a first Beeville Bees girls flag football team again. Did that sink in yet?
Not really, no. I mean, we're still going, so we're kind of still like on like the energy that we had the other day. So yeah.
So, have you given yourself a moment to kind of reflect on that? I know you said you're still going, but do you have an appreciation for it?
Yeah, I definitely have.
And what about you, Aubrey? Do you feel it?
Yeah, I think it's really cool to be a part of the first ever something. I don't think that happens very often anymore because everyone's done everything, but we're out here doing it the first time, and we're doing really good at it, and that's really cool.
Yeah. And what made you, Aubrey, for you, what made you want to be a part of history and be a part of this flag football team?
I think it's really important to do something like within your community, so to just be a part of the first ever thing, I thought like it's a great opportunity, and I love sports. I'm an athlete, so might as well just try it and see how it goes. I wanted to get a chip, and but I never really expected it. But it's cool to get one.
Madayia, what about for you? Why be a part of this team?
Aubrey actually really encouraged me to do it, and of course, Coach did in basketball season. So.
Yeah, and I've had Coach here for years for girls basketball, and now here Coach is in another sport and putting together a championship caliber team. So can we shout it out for Coach here who's in the building right now? Give it up for Coach. Very humble. That's why we got to shout it out for you, Coach. But Madayia, what's been your favorite part up to this point? I know that Section 3 Division I championship is great, but do you have a favorite moment in practice with the team, maybe doing something off the field or something in the game? What's your favorite?
Probably the team dinner at Kira's house when we had a pool party, basically.
Okay. So the pool party?
Yeah.
Why that day?
Because everyone's just enjoying themselves and having fun.
Okay, fair enough. Aubrey, what about you? Do you have a favorite moment this season so far?
There's too many. Just so many just good stuff happening. I don't know. I think I love celebrating everyone's like firsts, Like, oh, you get your first touchdown, you get your first interception. It's just, I don't know. I like seeing people be happy with the stuff that they're accomplishing.
And for you, you just said something that I think this world needs to hear a lot more of, which is you were happy to see other people win, other people succeed, other people have those individual moments. Why do you enjoy seeing the success of other people and not just yourself?
Because this is a team sport. It's not just one person who's doing everything. It's all of us doing it together. And, I think you should just celebrate people's wins because they might not be winning all the time. But so just to give them an extra boost makes it a good. So I like to celebrate everything.
I know I've asked people in this room to clap, but when we talk about celebrating other people's victories, I think the world needs to hear a lot more of that. So I'm going to clap that up for you guys. I think we all should. Madayia, you said Aubrey got you into this. How did she do it?
Well, usually I do track in the spring, and basically every day until the last day we could sign up, she just kept asking and asking and asking. And I was like, I don't know. But then I finally signed up the last day.
What made you do it? What made you, in that 11th hour, say yes?
Well, I really just don't like track. There's no purpose for running. You just run.
Well, I mean, on the football field, you're running to you with a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, I always said, I played basketball growing up, and if I was on a track, I just dreaded, because they would tell us we would have to do the mile in high school, so you had to run around the track 4 times. And whether you were a track person or not, an athlete or not, you had to run in front of the entire class together. So, of course, whoever was last, they're going to, like, razz that person. And I thought to myself, like, basketball-wise, if you gave me a basketball, I'd play for 6 hours. But if you put me on a track and say go around 4 times, I was like, no, it's okay. So I understand where you're coming from. Have you appreciated running on the football field?
Yeah, I run my hardest every play that there is.
Do you have a favorite play of your own this year?
Yeah, but I can't say. It's a secret.
You can't say?
Mm-mm.
It's a secret?
No.
Aubrey, can you tell us your favorite play?
Can't let those playbooks get out,
Okay.
you know.
Do you have a favorite moment for not a play, not on the playbook? Let me rephrase. Do you have a favorite moment on the field?
Just when people block, I really appreciate it because it makes it lets me advance more. And I always say, like, I remember Bree, I was running, I was like, good block, and she's like, what? Because usually like why, like, usually I should just be running, not talking to her, and like, but yeah, I appreciate when people block.
Okay, you appreciate the blocks. Madayia, what do you appreciate the most?
I would say in the semifinal game where I scored the first touchdown, their energy got brought up and everyone was happy.
So, I always ask you to say something good about each other. Madayia, tell me something good about Aubrey.
She's always energized. Like, if you need someone to talk to, go to Aubrey. If you need someone to give you advice, go to Aubrey. If you need help with the play, go to Aubrey. She'll help you out.
With anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Aubrey, what's your good word for Madayia?
Madayia, so if you're out in the corner, you know, just trying to be alone, like, you're down, but you secretly want someone to come up to you and, like, cheer you up, that's Madayia. If you're, like, emo, Madayia will cheer you up and be like, girl, what's wrong, you know? And you know, it's just, you know, it's nice to have someone in your corner that's going to be there for you when you're sad, you know?
Fair enough. We're going to keep it with tell me something good, but you got to tell me something good about your head coach. Aubrey, you get to start.
Coach Morris?
Yeah. Kathy Morris.
I just, thanks for putting us together and making us the best and always pushing us to be the best and make us try harder, you know? She's always expecting up here, so it makes us play up here.
So, always, how does she get the best out of you?
Just like having good standards and good team, like, energy. Like, she's making sure, like, we're all lifting each other up so we can be our best, and she just makes sure that we're all cheering each other on and having good team chemistry.
Madayia, tell me something good about Coach in your opinion.
Well, Coach has been with me for the past 3 years. I don't really know. Coach is just always...
She's always there. How about that? She's always there for you. Yeah. So, what would you like?
She supported me throughout my whole high school career, so...
Fair enough. So we got some family in the house. Are your families both here?
Mine is, yes.
Yours is okay. Because your mom came up and I see her filming right now.
Yeah, she's a big fan.
She's standing behind the pole with just the camera out there. Shout out to Mom. So, Aubrey, tell me something about your parents that just makes you proud to come home to them.
No matter what, or like how far the distance, like, my mom will be there, and I just really appreciate that, because I know a lot of other kids, like, their parents don't come to everything, but my mom is at every single thing, and it means a lot to me. I'm just very thankful for her and everything that she does for me. And I play soccer too, so we're always going. We went to West Virginia the other year, and she's just always there and doing everything that she can ever since I was little to make sure I've had all these great opportunities, and she's been there to watch me, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Clap it up for Mom. Let's go, Mom. That made me cry up here. What's Mom's first name?
Jen.
Jen. Shout out to Jen. Jen, are you still filming? So I'm going to look right into the camera right now and say this, because you got a great mom, and we could tell that. But to my mom and all the moms out there and all the dads out there, we don't say we love you enough. We don't say thank you enough. So thank you for being there for us. Thank you for loving us up. And to the whole world, Jen is one of the best people out there, is she not?
Agreed.
So, shout out to Jen. Jen, we, after the show, can figure out how much this PSA costs and make sure that we got it, because the royalty fees and all that good stuff. But, no, shout out to moms and dads everywhere, really. And, Madayia, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you the same thing about your family and what really matters to you about your family, because moments like that those are better than wins and losses, right? When you have that positive emotion toward the people that help bring us up.
Well, today is my parents' 14th anniversary for their marriage.
And what are their names?
Chelsea and Craig. They're actually at a concert right now.
Chelsea and Craig, what concert?
I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen, you're still filming? Chelsea and Craig, why are you not here? What are you doing? Hoosier? Ridiculous. That's who they're there for? All right, well, they can see this on playback, and we can let them know that they're pretty good people, right? So what do you love about mom and dad, and happy anniversary to them as well?
Well, my mom and dad have always been there for me ever since I was born, basically. And they've come to every one of my games. My dad has never missed one. And he always cheered me on. He's my #1 fan. And so is my mom. Even though she doesn't understand a lot of sports, she's still always there and cheering me on, no matter if I did good or bad.
Yeah, so we give a shout out to mom and dad, and we'll forgive them for tonight. Their 14th anniversary, you said? Congratulations. We got to clap it up for love, right? Let's gotta give them some clap for that. In today's America, if you last 3 months, it's a good thing. So 14 years, let's go. So we're going to get into rapid fire where we get to put each other on the hot seat. But before we do that, this is a unique year, obviously, as we're starting out girls flag football. So we have the sectional championship, but instead of going from sectional to state, we go from sectional to regional, regional to state. So we have Corning coming up next. What do you want to say about what the next step is? Madayia, I'll start with you.
We just have to really push hard tomorrow. It's going to be hot, it's going to be hard, but I have faith in our team, and I think we can do it.
Aubrey?
I think a lot of the teams that we've played so far, they run a lot, and I think Corning's been playing for 3 years, so they have a little bit more experience than us, but we can take it. And so their pass game seems a little stronger, and I think we've definitely seen passes, but we definitely have to make sure we're following our girls to make sure we stay with the passes and stuff like that.
So with that being said, we're going to play some rapid fire. We get to ask each other anything in the world. This is being filmed and sent out on YouTube, Facebook, and Podbean to the entire world. So no pressure. We have to answer these questions. Aubrey, you get to ask me the first question.
Why did you start interviewing people?
Why did I start interviewing people? I like telling people stories. I think there's no, to me, when you sit down and people want to talk to Michael Jordan, and they want to talk to LeBron, and they want to talk to Tom Brady, and so on and so forth, and the Breonna Stewarts of the world and the Caitlin Clarks, but everyone has a story to tell. And I think in my world, when I started my own company after working at ESPN and Fox, affiliates and whatnot, and Yahoo affiliates, when I started my company, my whole plan was to let every redheaded stepchild, so to speak, like I felt, to get that love and get that respect and get that spotlight. So to me, there's nobody that doesn't have a story, right? If you're on the earth, you got a story to tell. And I think so many of us think that our story is not important. And hopefully before I'm done with this world, every life that I've connected with, I've left them with the fact that not only are they important, but they're seen and they're valued. And I hope that they pass that on to somebody else. That's what I would say. All right, Aubrey. So I'm going to go with a food question since we're in Pizza Man. Aubrey, what would be the pizza that you could live with for the rest of your life, eat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What toppings are on the pizza that you'll never get sick of?
I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of a plain Jane when it comes to food. Okay. So I'm just going to have to go with pepperoni pizza. And then to spice it up, I might take the pepperoni off, if I had too much. But pepperoni. So
simply pepperoni. All right. Madayia, what's your first question for me?
Who's your biggest inspiration?
Oh, boy. My biggest inspiration, there's two. Well, I have a strong faith, and I would say without doubt, my inspiration is God. When I don't have the word QUIT in my vocabulary. You won't hear me say it. I don't even like to spell it because it makes me sick to my stomach. But, I would say God is the reason for every single step that I've taken and every reason why I haven't given up. When you start your own business and when you're an honest person in the media who believes in God and wants to help people, a lot of the media does not like that. And so when I walk into rooms, I'm not welcome like I'm welcome in this room. And normally I feel like the outcast. So going into every room with God, I never feel like I'm alone. My grandmother, who passed on, who I talked about on this stage a million times, G-Mama, I take her advice from me every day. And I'd have to say my mom and my dad. My mom, thinking about her, and I know, we joke about stuff and whatnot, but parents, and my mom is the one person where I could cry every day happily because she's in my life. And she knows that. Like, it's a very deep connection and bond, and she has found a way through my whole life to be consistent with me and to fan the flame of my spirit and always want to see me grow and be the best version of myself. So, I'm going to shout that out, and, I have a lot of inspiration, but it starts with God and it stays with family. Say that. So, my question to you, Madayia, is if you took over my show for a day and it was Wake Up Call with Madayia Simons tomorrow morning, who are the 3 people that you would have on the show?
Like on my team?
Anywhere. On your team, in the world, anybody. You can interview anyone.
I'd have Dylan O'Brien, Paul Wesley, and Noah Khan.
Okay. Why did you pick those names?
Well, Noah Khan just became famous basically in a little short period of time. So I want to see how he's feeling, what's their thoughts about it, and then Paul Wesley was one of the first actors I really binge watched the show on. So
Okay.
I'd like to talk to him, and then Dylan O'Brien's just funny. So.
Okay. All right. I like it. Good answer. Those are quick. Aubrey, what's your last one for me?
Madayia, do you have any ideas? I can't think right now.
Can be food, music, movies, pastime.
Who would you have in your movie if you made one?
Who would I have in my movie if I made one? That is very funny you asked that question because I studied screenwriting in college and I wrote a script in college, 88 pages of a script, and I'm actually writing a script right now. So I'm not going to say everything it's about because people like to take a lot of things on the internet, but I will say that Mr. Andrew Garfield is in my script that I am writing. And the story that I want to bring him on is a story that we've never seen before. And I think it's going to be hard for him to say no to me, so we'll see.
Good luck.
Thank you. Madayia, my question to you is, what theme song do you think should play every time you score?
Oh my goodness. Back in my sophomore year, I'd go on these car rides with my friend Sierra, and we'd blast Rolling in the Deep.
Okay, so that's your song. All right. Aubrey, you got one for me now?
A question?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was off the hot seat. Okay. Do you wish you could have gone pro or semi-pro for basketball? Or do you wish that took you farther, or are you content with wherever you ended off with basketball?
I got recruited D3.
Oh, okay.
And because I can shoot, but I'm 5'8", and so I ended up going to Marywood, and I told the coach I was coming off of my last varsity year in high school, and I was not fond of the coach. It was a really bad experience for the team. And I told the coach, I said, I don't really know how I feel about this. He's like, well, just come work out with us. And I went back and forth with it. Ultimately, I said, I'm going to wait this year, see how things go. And I got called to broadcast in a pinch in November, and that's what started my career. So do I regret it? No. I still play to this day. I shut my brain off and just go on the court. But my senior year of college, I considered giving up broadcasting so that I could play 1 year. I just want to put the jersey on again. So I'm not going to say I regret it, but I definitely thought about doing something like that. But my dad's 6 foot and my mom's 4'11", so I got 5'8". That's how it happens. All right, so Aubrey, my last question for you is, what is the best piece of advice that you can give this room of wonderful people?
I think I kind of already talked about just be nice to people. Like you said, I feel like there's just so much hate and negativity in the world, everywhere you go, social media, every day. Just be nice to people and put a smile on your face. I think that just helps everyone out through their day-to-day lives, and I think that would just improve everything if people were just nice to one another.
I think there's more good in the world than bad.
No, I agree.
But I feel like the people that are insane just scream the loudest. And I think that bad people just love telling people their thoughts. And good people are humble and they're quiet. And not that I think good people should be cocky or good people should start yelling, but I think that we need to start promoting the good, talking about the good, celebrating the good. And you ask me why I do shows like this. It's so we can spread all throughout the internet this really positive message about people that want to help people. So I believe there's a lot of good in the world. I just think we have to focus on it. We have to talk about it. And in all honesty, we need to stop following the people and watching the news that's always negative. We need to show them by not being there that we don't appreciate the negativity. Because if you want to change the world, you can't change it by thinking it. You got to do something about it. So with that being said, Aubrey Rizzo, Madayia Simons, champions as well. And we're going to have 2 more captains up here and coach. But honestly, I'm not saying this just to say this. You both filled my heart with a lot of good that I can go and bring out there. So thank you for inspiring me tonight. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate it.